Hi guys, welcome to the 34th week in Ordinary Time. My name is Lily and I am the Youth, Young Adult, and Family Minister for the St. Nicholas and Holy Family parishes. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while now. I have been looking for ways to reach our families and to help everyone integrate the liturgical calendar, the church calendar, into your day-to-day life. Whether you are single, you're married, you have a big family, it is a wonderful, wonderful gift to be able to live our lives according to the church calendar and what is going on within our universal church, and also to know what's going on within our parishes as well. So we are starting with the 34th Sunday in Ordinary Time, which is known as the Solemnity of our Lord Jesus Christ, King of the Universe. What a title, right? What a title. But also, like, what does this mean? Okay, great. It's a solemnity. We know that's like a huge feast day, right? It's a big day to be celebrating. What are we actually celebrating? So ultimately, we are celebrating the Lord's second coming this coming Sunday. So we know Jesus' first coming was very humble, right? He came as a child. He was born in a manger, very poor circumstances, right? He came kind of hidden. God came hidden. God will not be hidden in his second coming. Actually, the book of Revelation reveals that God will be coming, Jesus will be coming again in all his glory, which we don't know what that looks like, but I can only imagine, right? He will be coming King of the universe, Lord of life. And it is going to be the end of time, right? His second coming. And so that ultimately is what we are celebrating this coming Sunday. So prepare yourselves for that. I know Father Scott, I'm sure, is very excited to be preaching on such a beautiful solemnity. So yeah, so excited to celebrate that with you guys this weekend. But Sunday is not the only important day of the week. We actually have a few different feast days, a few different memorials that are happening this week. So we're going to briefly touch on those as well. So Monday is the memorial of the presentation of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Now, sounds familiar, right? We also celebrate in the church the presentation of Jesus, and it's very similar where the presentation of Mary, Joachim and Anne, Saints Joachim and Anne, presented Mary at the temple and basically just dedicated her to the Lord. This is a feast that is actually not mentioned at all in the Gospels and anywhere in the Bible. But we do believe, like, by our tradition and what was kind of passed down in the faith, that Mary was presented at the temple at the age of 3 by her parents. And this memorial really just helps us to recognize and celebrate the beauty of Mary's life, because she was dedicated to the Lord from her conception all the way throughout her life, and now she's in heaven with him, right? So just a really beautiful day to celebrate Mary. And yeah, I just encourage your family to maybe like pray a decade of the rosary or to pray a rosary on Monday, just in celebration of this memorial for her. Now Tuesday is another really great day. It's actually one of my favorite saints' feast days, Saint Cecilia. Saint Cecilia is the patroness of musicians. So if you like music, you like to sing, you like to like play piano, maybe you're like, I'm not a musician, but I like listening to music. That's great. Saint Cecilia is your gal, right? So I highly encourage your families to check out Saint Cecilia's story this week because it is awesome. She is one of the women that are mentioned in the Eucharistic prayer in the Mass. She also died a virgin and a martyr. And her life story is just, it's amazing. I was reading about it, and she helped convert hundreds of souls, including the soul of her husband and her brother-in-law. So if you're not already familiar with Saint Cecilia's story, or you just need a refresher, like, highly recommend you look up her story and read it as a family this coming week. So that's on Tuesday. On Thursday, we also have a big day. So Thursday's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. But it also is another saint's feast day, Saint Andrew Dung-Lac. And St. Andrew is one of the patrons of the country of Vietnam. And he and his companions celebrate their feast day this coming Thursday. So he is one of 117 martyrs that died in this particular instance. So in the 1800s in Vietnam, there were some pretty heavy persecutions on the Catholic Church. And St. Andrew was one of those men that gave his life for the Lord. Again, his story is really cool. He was a Catholic convert, ordained a priest. He just lived a very holy, very, very wonderful life. So his story is one I also recommend you read as a family. So Thursday, you're like, oh, we're probably really busy, right? Preparing for Thanksgiving dinner, and maybe you're watching football or you're traveling to see loved ones. I highly recommend that you have one of your family members just Google on their phone St. Andrew Dung-Lac and read his story, read the story of his companions, because it is just amazing. I think honestly just reading about the stories of the saints, the stories of the martyrs, is so encouraging for us. Those of us that are trying to live out our faith, trying to be holy here on earth, right? So I just encourage you guys to read that, because his story is a good one to read as well. So those are the big feast days, the big things going on in the Universal Church this week. So definitely check into that as a family. But we also have a few things going on within our parishes coming up. So I want to touch on those as well. We will not be having Forged Youth Group this week. This is usually the week that it falls on. But due to just Thanksgiving celebrations, I want everyone to make sure they have plenty of time with their families and their friends this weekend. So no Forged this weekend. Our next Forged Youth Group meeting will be December 11th. And the Culture Project will be returning to give their sexual integrity presentation. So definitely mark your calendars for that. We will look forward to that together. But no Forged this week. The next thing I want to mention, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, wonderful day, right? It's a great day to just recognize our blessings. And we can do that with our families, going around the Thanksgiving table, and, saying the things that we're grateful for. But I highly recommend that your family attend Mass on Thursday. This year, Thanksgiving Day Mass is at St. Nicholas at 9 a.m. on Thursday. This is a Mass that rotates. So next year we'll be at Holy Family and, vice versa. So I encourage all St. Nicholas, all Holy Family parishioners to try and make it a priority to make it to Thanksgiving Day Mass, because it's great to be thankful with our families in our homes, but how wonderful to be able to go directly to the source of those gifts and of those blessings and to say thank you to the Lord for all that He has given us. So just highly recommend that you and your family take the time to go to Mass Thursday together as well. So that is going on. I also want to mention candy sales. So last week in the bulletins, candy sale order forms were sent out, and those are due back by Monday, December 6th, or December 5th, sorry, Monday, December 5th. And so just encourage you guys to get those in with the money. You can drop them in the weekly collection in a sealed envelope, or you can stop by the parish office and drop them off. If you did not get an order form, I have some in my office, which is in the old school. And we also have some in the parish office. So feel free to stop by and get a candy sale order form. And final thing I'm going to mention, mark your calendars for January 8th. Our parishes are hosting the Epiphany Party. So if you were at our Family Fun Day in August, it's going to be a very similar event. It's open to both parishes, all the parishioners, and we will have a variety of things going on. We are going to have a live nativity. We are doing a food pantry collection as an entrance fee. So we'll be donating that to the Putnam County Food Pantry here. We also are hoping to do raffle items and cookie decorating and crafts and just so many different things to celebrate the Feast of the Epiphany. So please mark your calendars. The event will take place from 1 to 4 in the Holy Family Parish basement. You don't have to stay the whole 3 hours, so don't think like, oh, I have to make a commitment. You definitely do not have to, but it's going to be a great time. So just make sure that you at least stop in and check out what's going on. We will have a lot of exciting things going on that day. So all of that is going on. Wonderful, great. But I just want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Um, know that your families are in our prayers here at St. Nicholas and Holy Family. Our staff is praying for you, and please reach out if you have any prayer requests or any needs. We are here for you. So we are so thankful for you and the gift that you are to our parishes. So wishing you all a wonderful week and a happy and safe Thanksgiving. See you next week.